I am Will Irwin. I am from Rochester, New York, and I'm a patient of a miraculous Israeli medical technology.
Jonathan Wiesen. I'm a physician and a member of OurCrowd's Medical Advisory Board for the last 4 years.
So I've had chronic essential tremor for over 20 years. It has gotten much worse over the last few years. And essential tremor is a shaking condition on one side of your body that makes it very difficult, and since it was my left hand, I had great difficulty eating food. I was spilling on myself in embarrassing situations. I couldn't drink coffee. I couldn't no longer use a virtual keypad on my cell phone, and it was very, very difficult for me just to carry on the daily activities of life.
It was our yearly meeting of the telemedicine minds. And during one of the breaks, Will came up to me and said, can I ask you a personal question? Will explained that he had just read the book Startup Nation, and he had been looking into therapies for his essential tremor and come across a company called Insightec, and was wondering if I had heard of them or had any connections to them.
I went to my local university hospital system and to the Department of Neurosurgery and asked them if I should have this procedure, and they told me that I should not, that they said it's too experimental. But I managed to speak to a few patients who'd had the procedure, and they'd had miraculous results, being able to return to doing things they hadn't done for years. And so I went ahead with the procedure, and I went from terrible shaking in my left hand and somewhat in my right hand to now I can hold this hand steady and do all kinds of things that I haven't done for a very long time. So I want to encourage people to use this type of technology. And Jonathan, you see it every day in terms of what a difference it can make in people's lives.
The Medical Technology Advisory Board, we see a lot of companies, and we invest in a lot of companies and technologies. And our primary focus is helping people and bringing technologies to the fore that will really make a difference in people's lives. Part of why we wanted to share this story is because number one, it shows how great Israel medical technology is. But I think on a more important level, it shows how the mission that we're involved in, the work that we're engaged in on a daily basis, is so crucial and so important to help support companies that are changing lives. It's not just about a dollar amount, it's not just about the bottom line, but everything that we do really has a really important and significant impact.